Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. Today, my friends, I felt really super compelled to do a reading today. I was kind of just meditating to myself, trying to get ready for bed, and I could not even fathom the idea of sleep. I felt like I was just allowed into this wide open expanse, and I was just getting so many messages. I couldn't even really grasp what was going on, and I felt so lost and so enlightened at the same time, and it was really a lot. So the only thing that I know to do when I'm feeling that way is to pick up my cards. Mind you, at this point in my journey, I don't need the cards anymore for myself specifically, but I've learned to pretty much just turn on the camera for everything now. So I really hope that you guys get some good messages out of this. If you guys are new here, my readings are usually pretty long. I don't doubt this is going to be about an hour long. I don't have a clock around me or anything. I'm just going to let the messages flow. So I do want to apologize ahead of time to those of you guys who don't like long readings. And I really have a feeling this is going to be a twin flame reading. So again, I do apologize to those of you guys who do not resonate with the twin flame reading. Feel free to stay if you would just like to watch the reading. I know I don't put out too many readings, so for those of you guys who are on Team Star Sparrow and like to watch my readings, I really appreciate it. It really means the whole world to me because I really love doing readings so much. They just don't get too much traction on my channel, so I don't do them often. But I'm still going to keep doing them because it's what I love to do, it's what I know to do, and it's what I feel compelled to do. So this is going to be a reading for the week of August 13th through the 19th. This is also my birthday week. I turn 30 this week. I mean 25 again for the 5th year. So let's go ahead and get started, my friends. So again, like I said, this is a twin flame reading. So that means this is not going to resonate for all of you. This is a very specific journey. Again, if you guys do not know what a twin flame connection is, this is not a regular soulmate connection. This is not a regular karmic connection. So please, again, just take what resonates, leave the rest for the next person. If it's not your message, don't force it to fit, okay? Yeah, so what we're going to do here, we're going to pull some overall energy cards, and then we're going to get some clarification. I don't know if you guys can see. I think you can. I got a whole lot of decks over here, and all these decks are brand new decks. So we're going to start to introduce them to my readings here with a lighter energy. Not too many people watch the twin flame readings, so I feel like it might be a little bit easier. But yeah, this is exactly what I was feeling here. Wheel of Fortune. There's a really big turning right now in the twin flame energy, and that's why I feel so compelled to read into it right now. It feels like there's been a really big shift. So the reason that I'm so tapped into the twin flame connection myself is because I do have a twin flame, and trust me, those of you guys who are on the journey, it's not easy, it's rough. I've been running for a long fucking time, so I completely understand those of you guys who are like, I don't want to be in connection with my twin flame, blah blah blah. I get it. I've been there, I am there, but it's not something that, we can run from. It's like a really strong, really telepathic connection at times, and the only thing that I can do is just ask Spirit what's going on and what I'm supposed to learn from this and what I'm supposed to be giving to the connection for, the greater good. While I was in meditation, I was getting this energy of, why me? Why me? I do get that a lot, and I try to work through it the best I can when it is my energy, but this felt a lot bigger than me. It did feel collective. It felt like, why am I being forced to, what's the word? Why am I being forced to comply with this twin flame connection? It feels like everybody else gets to choose who they're with. It feels like everybody else gets to make their own path, and it feels like I am being forced to comply with this journey. And it feels like, excuse me, it feels like no matter which way I turn, no matter which decision I try to make, I'm still being led back to this twin flame connection. And sometimes it does feel really isolating. It does feel really upsetting and really frustrating, because it's like, no matter what I try to do to get away from the connection, I can't. nothing is ever what I want it to be. Everything falls short of the twin flame connection. And I just want to let you guys know, no judgment here, okay? For real, no judgment here. No matter how you feel about your twin flame, no matter how you feel about this connection, good or bad, it's okay. It's 1000% okay. I've been through every emotion on the spectrum with this connection. Trust me, you guys are safe here in this space. So let's go ahead and get some energy cards, please, here. Spirit, 2 more for the overall, please. Thank you. All right, we have the World here, and we have Temperance. Big, 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 big cards. Yep, High Priestess at the bottom. So, what I'm getting here with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a turning, like I said, there's a turning in the energy. There's a big, big set of changes coming. I'm honestly surprised there isn't a Chariot here, because this feels like it's just, I guess it makes sense that there's no Chariot yet, because it's starting to turn. Tapping into the energy, it feels like we're dipping our toes into the idea of change within this connection. We haven't quite jumped in the deep end yet. We haven't even committed to putting on a bathing suit. We're like, let me just dip my little piggies in there and see the temperature of the water, right? Let me just try to see. With the World here, there might be some travel. I don't like to talk about the World in regards to travel, but it's very loud and very prominent here. There could be thoughts of travel, even dreams of travel. To be honest, it doesn't even really need to be plans at this point. It could just be dreams. With the Temperance card, this is saying it is going to take time. This is going to be a long process. This is going to require a lot of patience on both ends. There's a lot to be learned here about the middle path and patience. And then with the High Priestess, one, if not the both of you in this connection, are finally starting to open up to your intuition and finally just letting Spirit take the reins here. I want to see what's under there. Yeah, the Hermit. That's why that High Priestess is there, because this period of separation has led to one of you going into Hermit mode, which has forcibly led the other into Hermit mode by proxy, right? So let's go ahead and open this up here. If you guys haven't seen my past couple of readings, I would highly suggest it. The August energy is off the charts. I've been getting into this vibe here of doing Divine Femme and Divine Mask decks. So what I want to open up first is the Divine Mask, because the energy of the Divine Mask isn't quite as, how do I say, it isn't quite as complex as the Divine Femme. The Divine Femme energies usually take me for a ride. So show me, what is this Wheel of Fortune here for the Divine Mask, please, Spirit? Oh, sorry. Wheel of Fortune for the Divine Mask. Wow, okay. Thank you. And for those of you guys who are going to get all crazy about me not taking reversals, it's just easier when I'm channeling. Okay, so I really hope you guys can see this. By the way, I don't know how the glare affects the angle that we're at. I can't see it. I'm using my back camera, so I'm just going to keep going, and I just hope that you guys get what I'm saying here, to be honest. So here, to open up the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, again, the Wheel of Fortune, to clarify, the Wheel of Fortune confirmation there, with the 7 of Pentacles. So like I said, this is an energy of taking stock, of taking a look at where we've been to see where we are going, how are the plants doing, you know what I mean? 10 of Cups with the 6 of Cups, this is a very big, very heavy longing. That's why I've been really feeling so distraught about needing to see what is going on in this energy, because it's just pulling me every which way right now. 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, this is everything. To be quite honest, this is everything emotionally. There's an opening here. If you guys haven't felt it yet in the energy, it will catch up to you, because it's big. It's big and it's vast, and there is just this huge opening of emotion where your both feeling the open channel. Sometimes I like to talk about the twin flame connection as an open channel or like a bridge, right? I kind of see it in my mind's eye as like a tube slide between the two parties. So sometimes there's blockages in the tube slide, right? Sometimes something breaks down, it needs to be fixed. Sometimes the slide's out for repairs, right? But right now it feels like it's up and running, and it's very clear, almost like the slide has been shrunk, as if you guys are right next to each other. You can really see each other. You're really on top of each other. Like I said earlier, this is a very telepathic connection, and you guys are communicating avidly if you guys are in separation. If you guys are in communication, you're starting to really open those lines and try to figure out how to do this adequately, right? You guys are really taking the steps to start to learn how to talk to each other in the right way, to really listen, right? It's not just about talking, it's about listening, it's about feeling in this connection. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune twice, I do feel like this feels lucky to someone. Yeah, Four of Wands. It feels like someone is really saying, I just got lucky. Like, I just so happened to show up at the right time, right? Right time, right place. And for those of us who have been here for a while, we know there's no such thing, no such thing as right time, right place, right? Everything is divinely guided, everything in divine timing. So whether you think it's luck, you feel like it's luck, or you understand that this is where you were being led to all along, this is really fucking huge. With the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands here, to be honest, I want to say marriage is on somebody's mind. I really don't like saying things like that in a wedding. In a wedding. Oh, I really don't like saying things like that in a reading, excuse me, because I don't want to mislead anybody. I don't want anybody latching on to the idea of marriage, again, if this is not your reading, right? So take it if it resonates, don't force pieces to fit. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles under that. I can't make this shit up. Someone is thinking about marriage. They are thinking about collaboration. They are thinking about family. 6 of Cups. Kids, guys, for real, this, I can't make this shit up. They want the whole enchilada here. Someone's thinking big. Someone's thinking really big. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This block has been moved finally. Yeah. Just opening lines of communication, opening to their emotions. Again, I feel like in the energy, one of you has opened emotionally to yourself and to the other person, which has started to drag the other person along, right? We know this in the twin flame connection, that when one person moves, there's a rubber band effect. If one person's staying stagnant, the other person's moving and moving and moving. Eventually that rubber band's going to snap and the energies are going to meet, right? So this feels like finally, like I had said about a week ago, there's this perfect moment in time right now in the Lionsgate portal where these energies are converging and they're meeting and nobody's running. And this is happening very exclusively in the twin flame connection, very loudly. So that's why I say I feel like most of you guys are either in separation, working on communication, or actually in communication. I feel like there has been a big block that has been moved, and either you just started, again, if you're in separation, you just started speaking again, or if you guys were in communication, even if you guys were already in a relationship, right? It feels like you guys just got bumped up into high gear, and Spirit's really opening these channels for you guys, and both of you are going to start to see this. But for the Divine Mask specifically, sorry, I forgot, I keep forgetting I'm doing Mask and Femme. So for the Mask specifically, this feels like it's it, right? I really hope you guys can see these cards. I don't know how bad the glare is, but 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. This is a brand new deck, you guys. I shit you not, I've done 2 3-minute readings with this deck. Like, brand new, brand spanking new. So for this deck to pull that out in the energy, it's absolutely bananas. That was just yelling at me there. This is 5 of Wands. Usually the 5 of Wands is a conflict card, but this one here looks like no conflict is being had. It looks like they're actually working together, working through the conflict. 8 of Pentacles there again, talking about work. So I think that's a good confirmation. Let's go ahead and open up this World card here for the Divine Mask, please. Divine Femmes, don't worry, I will get to you, I promise. Oof. 9 of Swords. I feel that, for real. I felt that heavy. Look at that star at the bottom. I want to get to where you are. I want to get to where you are. A lot of sleepless nights. A lot of, like Steve's Love Tarot likes to say, pacing the kitchen at 2 a.m. A lot of, I'm trying my best to do everything I fucking can to get you out of my head, but I hear you all the time, I see you all the time, you're always there, I can't fucking get rid of you. And that's why there's this really big energy here of wanting to move. I feel like that's what the Travel card is saying. Travel, I say that lightly, because it feels like there is a soul urge for movement. I did catch that in the Divine Femme part of the reading last time as well. Judgment. There's a big fucking awakening here. This is really, really, really hitting the Divine Mask really big. They're starting to move. They're starting to realize, I was being a little foolish. I'm gonna fuck some things up. King of Swords with the Knight of Wands as well. This is saying, I said some things I shouldn't have. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to go from small talk to big talk. You know, I don't want to scare you, but I feel like I said some things I shouldn't have said. I feel like I rushed into things. I was being a little reckless. I might have been a little hot-headed. I might have been a little too passionate. I might have been a little too sexual, things like that. And they don't know how to open up about it. They don't know how to talk about it, but it's really on their mind. It's really heavy, and it's really driving them fucking nuts. And that's why they have this urge to move, because they're like, I need to get this out. Like, it's making them antsy. I need to get this out. And this connection's starting to really wake them up to everything, not just who they are, not just who they were, not just what this connection is or who their counterpart is. It's also waking them up to their past, their future, just everything. It's a huge energy of awakening. 3 of Pentacles there at the bottom. It's just making them realize that they want to fix, I don't want to say fix, they want to work on their relationships with everyone around them, right? Again, that is something that I feel through the connection as a whole. It's not just on one side, but again, we're just opening up the Divine Mask energies here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Temperance card here for the Divine Mask, please. Thank you. Yeah, Magician. I gotta pull a rabbit out of a hat, devil. I gotta pull a rabbit out of a hat really fast. I gotta figure something out. There's a fire in this one. And it just feels like, again, that what we just saw, the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, it's feeling like there's a fire. There's a fire under my ass. Yeah. Queen of Wands. That's why. She's the fire. Look at that. She's the fire. I don't want to say the wrong thing again. I understand now that my words have consequences. This is something that the Divine Mask might not have ever learned before meeting their femme. It feels like they use their words as weapons. They might have learned that. That might be learned behavior. And it's just something they've always had in their arsenal as a weapon. And it feels like they understand now that they pointed their weapon at the wrong person. It feels like I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But the consequence of not wanting to say the wrong thing is, in turn, not saying anything, right? Coming off as fake or coming off as masked, again, because I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I don't know how to talk to you right now. Yep, Judgment again. Oh, there she goes. I knew that was going to happen. Judgment again. King of Wands at the bottom again. I want to Okay, I want to, how do I say this? Spirit, be my tongue, please. I want to release these parts of me that pushed you away. There is good in these parts, in this King of Wands, this King of Swords. King of Swords, he knows the truth, he tells the truth, he is the truth. Like Steve's Love Tarot says. He can be a really amazing leader. Same thing with the King of Wands. He leads with passion, he leads with fire, but we already know the reverse of those is sharp tongue, saying the wrong thing, overthinking, right? Being cold, being retreated, being inversely hot-headed because they keep everything inside, right? They keep everything inside because they're thinking too much. They don't want to fuck up. They're trying to be calculated. In turn, they have times of explosion because it's just all building up. They don't have anybody to talk to about it. Again, they're not talking. Yeah, they don't know who to talk to about it, and they just, oh, ow. They're watching because Queen of Wands here. They remember what it felt like to be open to the good parts of this connection. Again, that's why there was that Six of Swords energy here. I feel like I didn't talk enough about this Magician, though. Open up this Magician for me. Thank you. We have another page. Page of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel small. For being as big as they are, right? For being represented by the Emperor and the King of Wands and the King of Swords, right? They feel small comparatively. They feel like they've been left out. Yeah, the Tower. I feel like they've been left out. They feel like they are being left out, and they feel like the only thing they can do is just offer you this tiny page energy, right? Like, it's the least I can do is just offer a little bit of something here just to stay in connection with you because I don't want to lose you. But again, I don't know how to go from small talk to big talk without fucking things up, right? Yeah. Yep, there it is. That's exactly what I've been feeling is that Ace of Cups. It's really big. And again, the King of Swords brings out the Queen of Swords from the Empress, right? Hanged Man. This is going to be a long reading. Oh, yeah, the King of Swords brings out the Queen of Swords from the Empress. Again, the Emperor is all four kings in the deck. The Empress is all four queens in the deck. So they embody each of the good aspects of those cards as well as the bad aspects of those cards, right? Because these entities, souls, spirits, I don't know how to call them, they're still their own person, right? You, at the end of the day, you're still your own person with or without your twin. And right now, each of you is going through a lot. You're opening up to your emotions. You're starting to feel how this is affecting you in your daily life, how opening up to your emotions and learning to control your emotions one thought at a time in your everyday life, right? At work, with your family, things like that. It's really putting the divine mask specifically here, but inversely, consequently, sorry, also the divine femme. It's putting you guys in the energy of the swords here because it's a lot of thinking, right? I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to blow up. I don't want to make things worse. How do I not do that, right? Yeah, Seven of Wands there, feeling defensive, and there's the Emperor. So there we go. There he is. I'm glad you decided to show up to your reading there. Let's open up this High Priestess, please. Magician again, with the Page of Cups again. Pagey, he feels like a little pagey. Seven of Pence. In opening up, thank you. In opening up to their emotions, in opening up to their thoughts, in allowing these things to flow instead of fighting against them right now, they're starting to see themselves in a whole aspect, as opposed to just the mask that they have been portraying, right? There's two magicians in this deck, so don't freak out if you guys are like, that's not the same magician. Yeah, there's two magicians, there's two devils, I just forgot to take one out. But this magician here has a cup in his hand as well as the fire, right? So instead of holding two sticks of fire like the other one, this one has a cup and a fire stick, and he's got the sword on his back. So it's like, although I was in this energy of swords for so long, I've learned to put it behind me. I am learning to put it behind me. I'm learning to be grounded. I'm learning to embody this divine aspect within myself of everything, right? I like to talk about infinity as an entity, and this person here has the lemniscate on their head instead of above their head. This is, again, something that I brought up in another reading, which was you looked into the eyes of the universe and you saw yourself, and the universe saw you back. The universe looked into your eyes and saw itself. And in that moment, everything fucking changed. And that's what's going on here with the awakening that's going on for the mask right now, for the divine masculine. This is causing a big, big shift. And they still, in their mind, see themselves as something small, as something page-like. They feel like there's an apology needed as well here, with the Page of Cups. That's usually indicative of an apology, but it's also a small token of emotion, right? This is bringing news of, hey, you might have opened me up to my emotions a little bit, and I just don't quite know how to tell you. I'm really working on it. Like, there's a little scale there. I know, oh, this is the 6 of coins. I'm sorry. I think I said 7. But this is trying to figure out how to give to this connection and balance the power dynamic. Whenever I talk about the 6 of coins, I like to talk about the power and balance, but the only thing that's lighting up here to me is the scale. The only thing that I'm seeing is the scale over this person's head. I'm not seeing the coins at all, to be honest. All I see is the scale. It's very bright. And I see this coin over here by the light. I feel like there's an illumination in grounding right now, especially with the pentacle on this person's arm. I feel like there is a big illumination coming within the grounding of this person. Any final messages about this? High Priestess, thank you. Knight of Cups and Justice. Again, balance. Pages bring news, knights bring offers, right? Something like that. Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't remember these things when I'm channeling. But Nine of Cups. There is this really expansive energy of finally understanding that they are moving forward. They're moving out. They're trying, okay, with the Magician here, they are trying to move from this energy of feeling small, feeling like a page, and trying to move forward, trying to put a little bit of pep in their step and actually make moves towards the Empress. They do feel on the inside like maybe they don't really deserve it. Maybe they're not really worthy of this. Maybe I'm not the right person. Maybe I'm better off just leaving her alone, right? But with the Justice card here, this is a divine balancing of the scales. This is not within their control anymore. This is really big for both sides. Yeah, and it's causing, look at that, 9-9, and then a 10 of Swords there at the bottom. This is causing the end of a cycle. So with the 9s, we're moving into the 10s, and then with the 10 here, we're moving into an Ace. So this is movement, finally. That's good. That's good, Divine Mask. I'm really, really, really excited to see movement here for the mask, because the mask has not been doing so good. At least from the readings that I've been doing for the past, couple of months, kind of tracking my way through this cycle. The Divine Masculine was in a state of, yeah, dead stop. The Divine Masculine was in a state of, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go, right? I keep saying that. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's got to reset. There's nowhere for it to go. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, there's nowhere for it to go. It needs to reset. so to speak, the wands are breaking their back, right? They're done. They're fucking done. They realize this is dumb as fuck. Why am I carrying all these wands? These are wands that other people gave this person, right? Throughout their life. Every person they met gave them a wand, and they just decided to keep carrying it with them. And they finally reached a point in their life where they met somebody who said, well, I'm not going to add to this, right? I'm not going to add to this. I see what you're doing, forcing yourself to carry all of these wands, and I see how it's affecting you, and I'm not going to add to that. I don't want to do that. I want to take those wands from you. I want to show you how to help yourself, but I'm still trying to figure out how to help myself at the same time as well. I'm still trying to figure out how to drop my wands. We're going through the same thing at the same time, and I don't know how to help you. I want to, but I don't know how, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up for the Divine Femmes, please. You're right. Okay. Wheel of Fortune for the Divine Femmes, please. Yeah, there she is. There she is. She's feeling the connection. Tell me more, tell me more. There's the fucking Chariot. Didn't I say there's a Chariot somewhere? This is just riddled with Chariot energy. Look at this. You see that? There's that Nine of Pentacles again. The Nine of Pentacles is being shared. Again, like I said, you guys, this channel between the twin flames right now is so wide open. You are literally right on top of each other. Even if you're not in the same room, you're in the same room. You guys are experiencing the exact same thing at the exact same time. This connection has just got launched into high gear. So that rubber band snapped. Excuse me. That rubber band snapped. Okay? I say Divine Femme, again, take what resonates, right? You resonate with whichever energy you resonate with. Technically, I could be saying Chaser Runner here. I don't have to use Divine Femme, Divine Mask. It's just easier in my brain to compartmentalize it as Divine Femme, Divine Mask. But if we're talking in terms of Chaser Runner, again, there's no genders in the energy, right? Both of you are going to experience both of these energies. You embody both the Divine Femme and the Divine Mask within yourself. So again, you might even resonate with both sides of this reading, because I sure as hell do. Every time I do these twin flame readings, both sides resonate for me equally, because again, technically the twin flame connection is one soul split into two, right? So that's why this, like I said, the rubber band snapped, and that's what we're looking at right now, is the moment of impact. And within this moment of impact, you guys are sharing this energy of stability that you've created for yourself. 10 of Pentacles. Did I say 9 of Pentacles? I'm sorry. If I said 9 of Pentacles, I do apologize. It was a slip, but it's an important slip at that, because I've been seeing this as the 9 of Pentacles this whole time, and that's why I was trying to get to the point that I was making about both of you being in the energy of creating your own stability. But even more so, this here is that family card. This is that full foundation. With the Wheel of Fortune, the turning of luck, the change in this is for family. Quite frankly, it's for foundation, it's for connection, it's for legacy, okay? Ace of Swords here with the 7 of Swords. This is... Owning up. I fucked up too. I said things too. Oh, this is so hard to say out loud, you guys. Like, I've been just experiencing this myself on a personal level for so long, and like to see it in the cards for a collective reading is so fucking hard to say out loud. But I fucked up too. I said things too, and I hear it now in my brain, and I'm starting to get a moment of clarity here of, you know, now that the wheel is turning, now that I'm starting to open up to these energies, I realize that I was also in the wrong here. I also wronged this connection. I also was treating this the wrong way, and I'm starting to see that now, and I'm starting to understand that. Yeah, there's the Hanged Man too with the Chariot, 5 of Cups, there it is. That's what I'm feeling right here in my heart. And the Page of Wands, also feeling unworthy of the connection. How funny. But let's take a look at this Page of Wands. He's got a little uke, and it's very cute, and it really gets me every time, because this is... Shut up, okay? It's not your turn yet. So this little page to me with the uke is symbolic of going within and entertaining your inner child, entertaining your inner teen. Within healing these parts of yourself, right, you're learning to also play with them. You're starting to realize that it's not just about healing them, it's about learning to coexist with them and learning to entertain them and learning to work with them, right? And in doing so, the Divine Femme right now is picking up some old hobbies, some old interests, right? Some things that are really going to pull them out of this 5 of Cups energy, because, yeah, High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles. That's why. She knows that in going in this Hanged Man and experiencing this 5 of Cups, really feeling the grief of everything, really feeling the grief of not only this connection, losing this connection, right, but feeling the grief of everything. Finally, again, the rubber band snapped, but for the Divine Femme, like I said, it's a more complex energy here. It's not just the connection, right? For the Divine Mask, for some reason, the masculine is always 100% focused on only the connection, right? Yes, they have to keep themselves busy with themselves. There's nothing else for them to do when they're not in connection, right? But that workhorse thing, it's physical, it's 3D, it's motion, it's there's no thought behind it, right? It's mechanical. Thank you, Spirit. And for the Divine Femme, everything they do is fully intentional, even down to their mechanic actions. And right now, the Divine Femme has taken this Hanged Man time to a whole different level and fully opened up to this sorrow, this grief, this intense fucking sadness that they've been carrying with them from childhood for whatever reason, right? Again, fit it to your situation. Whatever it is that they're carrying, they fully opened up to it. If you see the High Priestess here, the book is illuminated and it's right over her heart. She has fully opened up to the story that is her life that she's been telling, but she's never actually stopped to read herself, right? And in going back to read the book of her story, or, you know, replay the cassette tape of her life, she's starting to realize it's time to write a new chapter, right? I've been reading the same fucking book forever, and I need to write a new chapter. I'm getting really tired of reading the same thing because it's keeping me stuck here in this energy of fucking grief. I've been sad for so long, I need to get out of it, right? And here's that 9 of Pentacles that fell right over the 10 of Pentacles with the Chariot. It's literally, I need to fucking move. I know what I'm worth. I know that this here is bullshit. I know that this is something that was put in my head. I know that this is something I had to work through, and I've done that, and I've been healing that, and I'm healing that every fucking day of my life. And there's only so much healing I can do for this grief before I realize the grief has shrunk, and there's no reason for me to keep focusing on healing the grief anymore. I've done as much as humanly possible to do with healing this grief and healing the sorrow, and now I need to move on toward working toward what I want to build for myself, what I want to create for myself, who I want to be, who I think I should be, right? Going back to childhood and asking your inner child, who did I want to be? Who did I think I would be at this age? What did I think my life would look like? Who did I think my partner would look like? Etc., etc. Just really doing a lot of deep diving here. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Temperance, 4 of Cups, High Priestess again. I'm I'm sorry, I don't mean for that to sound like an exasperated sigh. It's not. I just feel like I don't breathe when I'm channeling. That's why I have to stop and continuously breathe. I really feel like I'm not breathing. I feel like I'm trying to get all the words out of my body at the same time. Okay, so look at that. A 4 and a 4 bookending here. I did say that 8s were going to be important, but 4s just inherently are important right now. Maybe seeing 444 a lot, as well as 888. 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles here. This is understanding that you need to turn things away right now. You can no longer accept everything that comes your way, right? This may have served you in the past, Divine Femmes, to just take whatever came your way. But as I've been mentioning it in my past couple of readings this month, I call it taking scraps. The Divine Femme has been offered scraps for a long time, and they've been taking it because they go, well, I'd be dumb to turn this down, right? The universe gave me a gift. However, you're starting to realize these gifts were not gifts, they were lessons. And you're supposed to take a tiny little tidbit out of each of those lessons, right? But you're not supposed to hold on to it, right? You're not supposed to keep that wand forever. You're supposed to learn from it and release it. And so that's what we're doing here, starting to understand that. I'm sorry, I just want to make a quick note. I know you guys see these are all reversed and everything. I'm literally reading all of these upright. I'm just going to keep going for the sake of flow, okay? But anyways, the Divine Femme is understanding now it's okay to say no. It's okay to turn things away because you are focusing just on you. With the High Priestess here and the Temperance card together, again, this is really big. This is really divinely guided. This is opening up to yourself, your inner world, pouring into your own cup, alchemizing your energies, learning to take all of these things that no longer serve you and turn them into something good, or at least trying your fucking darndest to do it all day, every day. Finally, opening up to your emotions and learning how to pour to yourself first, how to pour into your own cup first, right? Everybody says that you have to fill your own cup, and the only way that you can fill other cups is by overflow. By overflowing your own cup, you put their cup underneath and you give them the overflow. You do not ever pour from your cup. Fucking ever, Divine Femme. Point blank, period. You give them your overflow. You do not give them what's in your cup. Fucking ever. You only allow people to receive what you give to them. Do not overgive. Do not fucking overgive. Do not fucking overgive. Because all you're doing is cutting yourself short. And that's not what we do here, honey. So, Queen of Wands. Do I need to say any more? It is important to note here, at least for me, in my own brain, Steve, again, I'm going to reference Steve in every fucking reading I have because he's my favorite reader of all time. But Steve likes to say that the Queen of Wands is fakey McFakerman, right? She's putting on a good show. And yeah, that's what wands do, right? Especially right here in Leo season. Queen of Wands, again, is a Leo card. Are we fucking surprised? There's sunflowers all over the place in this reading, and sunflowers have been very significant to me as well. So you might be noticing a lot of sunflowers. Going forward, Steve also talks about how this color of gold and yellow is indicative of soulmate energy, right? Of, it's just another sign that you follow, right? When you get to this point in your life and you're just following signs and everything's a fucking sign, you just start to, add to it. I guess the yellow's just important. It is going to start to stand out to you a lot. The more that you open up to this connection, the more that you start allowing yourself on this path, you're going to start to see more of that golden mustard yellow color everywhere. Pentacles, right? The dress on the Nine of Pentacles, right? Whatever. But although I know who I am on the inside, I know I'm a bad bitch, right? I know I'm a bad bitch. I know my worth. I know I got a glow up. I'm looking fucking good. I'm killing it right now. I am full of passion. I am full of passion, right? She's still faking it. At the end of the day, she's still wearing a mask because she needs to get through the day just like anybody else, because she's still dealing with this on the inside. She's still trying to learn, to not take scraps, to stand up for herself, to respect her worth, and to not overgive, right? Not overextend herself. Don't, what's that saying? Don't spread yourself too thin. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. What's this World card, please? Queen of Swords again. World card. Thank you. She got her own money. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. I bet you heard that too. Nine of Wands there at the bottom. Five of Pentacles peeking out. Again, this is shadow energy. When we look at the bottom of the deck, I like to say what you don't see, right? But technically, yes, it's shadow energy. So again, although she's presenting here with the World, right? We're clarifying the World. We got the Strength card and the Empress card right over it. We've got the King of Swords over here with the Queen of Cups. We'll get to that, Queen of Swords as well. But presenting here, again, Queen of Wands, right? Fakey McFakerman. Presenting in this energy of, I'm strong, I don't need anybody, I can do this, I can always do this, I can always get on my feet, I don't need help, I'm the Empress, I am all four queens in the deck, I create my own world, I am my own world, right? At the end of the day, there's still a wall here, there's still a lot of frustration with having to be alone in this connection when the connection is so deep, right? There's a struggle here with being in separation and feeling the weight of this connection while dealing with this. Right? While dealing with this, while trying to be this fake it till you make it energy, right? She knows. And she knows. And I know she knows. She knows she's the fucking Empress. Okay? Strength card again. I hate to beat a dead horse here. August energy, Leo card, 8-8 portal, fucking AIDS, fucking AIDS, fucking AIDS. Listen to me when I say. But anyways, although she knows on the inside that this is who she is, she's still struggling with understanding that that's who she is, because there are still parts of her in the past that are calling to her from that monologue, right? That old recording that is no longer being played, right? That recording that we're taping over, the book that we're rewriting, right? There's still things from the past that are calling to her and saying, you ain't shit, right? You ain't shit. And so she's still hearing that in her head, and it's taking everything in her to cut that out. That's what she's doing right now, is cutting that out. Shut the fuck up. That's exactly what this card is. Shut the fuck up. This is me, bitch. Shut the fuck up. This is me. And it's causing a lot. I really love how this Nine of Wands card has the little chewed up pencils and chewed up pens, right? A lot of anxiety here. The Nine of Wands is typically a barrier, right? Wounded warrior. But in this one, this is more of a Nine of Swords energy, kind of crossed with the wands. It's very interesting. I love this card. And this is, I can't get all this shit out of my head. Like I just said, not even a couple of minutes ago, I feel like I have to get all of the words out of my body, and I can't, right? And that's why I just keep talking. That's why I just keep doing readings. That's why I'm constantly writing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm constantly writing. My notes app is full all day. I have notebooks all over the place. I'm constantly typing things. Like, I cannot get all the words out. I'm trying to process all of the things that are in my mind all the time, and I cannot get them out. And it's me trying to rewrite the script. Shut the fuck up. I know that this is who I am. But there it is. It's gotta break. It's too much. It's gotta break. The 9 turned to a 10. We gotta break. Yep. 9 of Cups and the Hierophant. Hierophant, we just had the High Priestess. So again, this is embodying both energies of divinity within one's self for wholeness and not relying on a counterpart to do so, right? She is also embodying the King of Swords here with the Queen of Cups. It's very important to note, again, I just said both sides of the coin for divinity's sake, right? Queen of Swords as well as the King of Swords in the same spread, and this is literally saying she's taking charge. she's moving on up, and she's taking charge because she knows the truth. She is the truth. She sees the truth. She also feels everything so deeply, and she is giving to herself in order to receive. She's also giving to others in order to help them learn to receive, right? This is a very big time for the Empress right now, for the Divine Femme, in learning who she is and the impact that she has on others. Let's take a look at this Temperance card for the Divine Femme, please. Thank you. Temperance card for the Divine Femme, thank you. Yeah, I don't take scraps. I don't take scraps. I don't do that anymore. Yep, I don't do that anymore. That ain't me. That ain't me, fam. I told you, for every good card, there's a bad card. I literally just said to somebody today, for every good day that I have an equal bad day. For every good day that I have an equally bad day. It literally happens to me every single fucking time. I wake up and I try to make every day great, and some days it works, and some days I am on top of my brain and I'm on top of everything, and it's a great day, and everything is just such good luck and so beautiful and so amazing and so sparkly and so beautiful, right? And then the next day I'm like, all right, let's recreate that, and it never works. It never fucking works. For every good day I have an equally bad day. And then again, when I'm in that bad day, I have to remember that for every bad day I have an equally good day, right? So again, this is balancing of the scales. There we have a scale again for, you know, however many times we're going to see this scale in a reading. This is just a big time for the Empress. Like I said, this... Yeah, change. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful. On this card, also on my little pink deck, it has the lemniscate, right? On this one, the lemniscate, however, is an Ouroboros. It's like two Ouroboros put together, you know, like two snakes holding each other, creating like a double Ouroboros with a lemniscate. It's really wacky, right? I'm also... My birthday's on Tuesday, I know I said that, but I'm also getting a tattoo, which is of a snake and a skull, both of which are representative of transformation, right? Transformation, change, death, rebirth, all of that, right? It's very big. Like I said, it's a very big time for the Empress right now, and still struggling to feel the weight of their worth, right? Okay, yeah, you're right, I didn't talk about you. Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, feeling the need to move, barely starting to warm up. Excuse me. Barely starting to warm up to the idea of needing to make some movement. Yeah, Judgment card. I mean, Judgment, yes, awakening, all of that, what I said, but this, again, there's the scales. Like I said, the scales are very important right now. Very important. Balance is very big. There's a very big balancing of this connection happening. But I want to open this. I want to open this. Yeah, this is big energies. This is ancient energies. I don't like talking about past life connections on my channel, again, because I don't want the wrong person getting the wrong idea and running away with it, right? I don't need somebody who doesn't know, like a young person who doesn't understand a twin flame connection, to stumble across this and think that their, you know, their little high school crush is this big soul connection, because I use the words ancient energies and past life and things like that. But for those of us that understand here what this is, that's funny. It's funny because Anubis is the god of death. A god of death, ushers souls, you know, weighs their heart against the feather to see if they're worthy of moving on and whatnot. And with the death card here as well, I literally just made that comment about the snake and the skull and, you know, death and rebirth and transformation and all of that. And then we've got this scale again. This, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that I don't have words sometimes, because this feels so much bigger than me, and it's very hard to quantify as a person. It's very hard to put words on something like this because I know what I'm feeling and I know what I'm seeing, and I don't know how to put it to words. So what I'm going to do here is stop using this deck for a second. Oh, good idea. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to stop using this deck for a second, and I'm going to put these away because I think we're done clarifying this. Honestly, I think the High Priestess has come out enough times that I don't need to clarify it for the Divine Femme, but I will, again, you know, regardless. So the reason that I'm using this deck here is because this deck has a lot of depictions of gods in it from different pantheons. The Egyptian pantheon is in this one as well, and that Anubis card just kind of led me toward wanting to open up the ancient energy a little bit here, open up to the bigger, how do I say this, the bigger guidance, I guess. There's something a lot bigger here than tarot, and it's really stressful to try to tell you guys because you're literally watching a tarot reading for tarot. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm reading energy here, quite frankly, and the cards are, I mean, I hate to quote Steve as much as I do, but I'm just reading energy, and the cards are just pretty pictures for you. Two of Pentacles, Temperance, High Priestess again. I literally just said I'm not going to clarify the High Priestess, but I probably will. Do I stay or do I go? Two of Pentacles is usually a card of right, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? It's also giving scales, for lack of a better term. But with Temperance here coming out multiple fucking times, this is important to note, the idea of the middle path, right? I did say that, and in Buddhism there's the idea of the middle path, right? There's a left path, there's a right path, and there's a middle path. And you know, you can only go left and right so many times before you're like, okay, what's this middle path? Let me make this path, right? It's not a path, you have to make the path, you have to find the path. And that's what I'm feeling here with this energy right now in these cards. These cards are absolutely bananas, this energy. And this is really big here. This is, I'm tired of choosing a side. I'm just gonna flow. And I feel like that's why the Divine Femme has been opened up to some abilities now. I feel like the Divine Femme's getting a really big upgrade in everything in her life. Inside and out, because she's finally understood that she needs to create the middle path, right? Ace of Pentacles with an Ankh there and a little blackbird. How beautiful. I love tarot. I love tarot, and I love my guides. I really do. Ace of Pentacles. This is being, like I literally just said, being given a new opportunity, literally being handed something. Not handed, right? They work their fucking ass off for it, but this is finally the divine intervening and saying, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that you wanted, because we heard you, and you finally heard yourself, and you finally started following the guidance instead of just listening to the guidance and ignoring it and fighting about it and talking about it. You're finally allowing it, right? You're finally allowing it to flow. You're finally just letting us fucking take the reins. And as much as you fight against it, you know, everything is being divinely guided. You fight against it as much as you want. That doesn't mean anything's going to work out for you. And that's what the Divine Femme is starting to realize here. I gotta just flow. I gotta stop this bullshit, and I gotta just flow. And that's why Divine Femmes are being opened up big time here to the High Priestess, to their intuition, to their abilities. Eight of Pentacles, yep, she earned it. That's why I said she got her own money. She earned it. I love that. Every time I get something like this in a reading, I hear shoes on my feet, I'm body. Clothes I'm wearing. Queen of Swords. Is that Hecate? I can't imagine. That's just, I'm just gonna say Mother Maiden Crone. I don't know. There's too many triple goddesses to know who that is off the top of my head. But Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. This is why she's in the energy that she's in. She worked her ass off for it. Yeah. On the back of heartbreak, right? Instead of continuing to chase the cycle like everybody else does, she decided to stop it. She cut it out. She cut it out. Sorry, this one. She cut it out. She said, no more. Right? No more. No more. I'm cutting this shit out. I'm done. Fuck this shit. I've done this enough times. I'm done. This heartbreak's always going to be here. I'm always going to feel this. There is no such time in which I'm never going to feel this heartbreak. There is not one single person that is going to make this heartbreak feel better. There is not one single person who can heal this for me but me. So fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm creating my own path. She's literally paving her own way. Seven of Pentacles. Look at that with the Sphinx. Oh, God, I love this deck. Oh, this is such big energy, dude. Seven of Pentacles, literally. Take a look at what you've made here. Divine Femme, genuinely, listen to me. Both of you, shit, listen to me. Take a look at what you've done. Take a look at what you've created. You did that, dude. Think about when you were first starting what you started, your business, your empire, whatever it is, right? Think about when you first started it and how it was just a tiny little pipe dream and you might have only had a couple pennies to your name and you put everything you had into that dream, right? And everybody was like, what are you doing? This is dumb. What are you doing? And everybody told you this was dumb. And maybe you had one person that was like, oh, how cute, follow your dreams, right? And Spirit is saying you're the one that believed in yourself because you felt not only your connection to your twin, but you felt your connection to Spirit. You felt your connection to the universe. You felt who you were in the bigger realm of things. You looked the universe in the face and you saw yourself, right? And in doing so, that's why you're being granted all of these upgrades that you're being granted, right? It's not going to be handed to you. It has to be in divine timing, of course, and it's going to be a nice little trickle of things, but you might feel it like a big at one point in time and you're gonna be like, oh shit, what was that? Like I shifted, right? Oh my God, I shifted. And that's literally what it feels like. Honestly, to me, like every couple of days it feels like I've shifted. I don't like to talk about that again. I don't want to put shit in people's heads, but that's what it feels like. And that's why Spirit is saying take stock. Stop and pause. You've been working really fucking hard. When we told you to wake up, you woke up. When we told you to listen, you listened. When we told you to work, you worked. And you're doing fucking amazing. And now that you know how to communicate with Spirit and work with Spirit in the way that you do, they're saying take a break for a second, just one quick second. You don't have to stop what you're doing. Just take a quick second and take stock and remember who you were when you started this. Remember the dream that you had and understand that that's a skin that you have shed. And now it's time to create a new dream because you've gotten so far in this dream that now it's time to push that further. And it's time to come up with a new goal in that dream, a bigger goal in that dream, right? You're already working toward the goal that you had set out because you understand that the way to manifest is to set it and forget it, right? And in doing so, you understand now that you're catching up to that dream very quickly. And now it's time to start thinking about a new goal so that you have something else to manifest, to set and forget and move on to the next, right? And keep working, because in the time between manifesting this goal and manifesting this goal is a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of fucking work, right? You're not going to sit there and create new manifestations every day. That's dumb. That's how you confuse the energy. That's how you fuck up your life, to be honest. you know that you set one big intention and you let it go and you work towards it. And then once you start seeing that finish line, it's time to set a new goal and start working towards it. And that's why Spirit's just saying, just take stock. Ace of Swords there with another bird. Birds might be significant to you guys. Birds are very significant to me, so I just feel like it's a little nod to me. But again, take what resonates. Ace of Swords, this is clarity. You're being gifted clarity. Three of Pentacles and collaboration. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I did want to talk about that in this reading. So collaboration is very important right now. I've been trying to spit this out for the past couple of readings, but it kind of falls short with everything else that I'm saying. I really hate saying the same thing over and over, right? Community is so important. I've heard myself say that in so many readings. Community is so important. But what I mean by that is there is a heartache in the Divine Femme for connection. There's a very big heartache for the Divine Femme for connection, for sisterhood, for lack of a better term, dude, community, right? Coven feeling, like just a sisterhood. Like there is a need for sisterhood. And you might be stumbling across a couple of people here and there that are really on your wavelength, and Spirit is sending you these people. They're very important to you right now, Divine Femme. They're sending you these people to keep you moving on the right path, to keep you sane in this journey, right? It's going to be people who are on the same path as you, who are experiencing the same things as you, who also need some sisterhood. So that's why you're being gifted these friendships. You might also be gifted a mentor, but don't think about mentor in the sense of like an older, wiser sister witch, right? Don't think about that. Just be open to community, okay? Listen to this. This is very important, please. Be open to friendship, be open to connection, be open to community. I know it's hard when you're in workhorse mode, especially being a strong, independent woman, right? But be open to friendships, be open to conversation, be open to these things that you were never open to before, because in doing so, you're going to start to create your own little tribe here, and one, if not multiple of these people are going to step forward in your life as a mentor, not on purpose, okay? It's not going to be so in your face and so blatant. They're not going to say, I want to mentor you. It's just going to be somebody that you experience in your daily life that you might have even wrote off at first. You guys might not have even gotten along, and you know, now that you've opened yourself up to community and connection and sisterhood, and you're starting to see this person in a different light, and you're just starting to understand them on a different level, once that relationship, that friendship reveals itself, you're gonna start to see that this person has also looked at you as kind of a mentor, right? Unbeknownst to you, they are also inspired by you. As inspired as you are by them, they are also inspired by you, and this person will be revealed as your spiritual mentor right now in this leg of your journey, okay? This is not somebody who needs to go forward with you for the rest of your life. Keep that in mind. This is just somebody who is being sent to you on purpose right now to guide you into the next leg of your journey, this next step in this manifestation that you are trying to create, right? Right now that you're going to the finish line, you're literally not even going to stop at the finish line and drink some water. You're just going to keep going on to the next race to go toward the next finish line. And that's what this mentor is here for, so that they can help usher you comfortably into this next leg of your journey, right? The reason that I wanted to talk about this is because this has revealed itself in my life recently, and I feel like it's big in the collective energy, because this Three of Coins has come out so many times in my readings, and I keep saying community is so important to you right now. Community is so important to you right now. And I never elaborated on it because I never knew how, but it's finally revealed itself to me in my life, and so I'm starting to understand now what that message was. So that's why I wanted to talk about it with you guys a little briefly, because I do feel like that's very important. Hi, Thor. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Ace of Coins again. there's someone who's got their eye on you that isn't talking to you. You might not even see them just yet. There's someone who's got their eye on you because they think that you're a good fit for an opportunity. Again, you don't have to take everything that comes to you, right? But just understand, look at that, the snakes again. Understand that this is something in the background, okay? Something that you're not seeing right now, and it's something, again, that's everything that's being sent to you, Divine Femme, is sent to you for your highest good right now, because you've leveled up in such a way that you're not going to be sent those karmic things just to throw you off. Understand that they will present themselves, but they're so fucking minuscule and they're so insignificant that you're literally going to see it coming. You're going to be able to brush those things off. So that's not what I'm talking about here, those little things that are just there to nitpick at you and try to distract you. That devil energy is so beneath you. You see it coming and you're just like, go keep yourself busy over there, right? Go somewhere. But that's not what this is. This is somebody who's been keeping an eye on you for something in the work realm, right? Is some type of opportunity. Again, this isn't something that you know about just yet, but it is prominent enough in your energy that it's showing up in the reading. So just understand that there is something that is in the works for you that you don't quite know about yet. And Spirit is just saying, as this opportunity is coming to fruition in the mind of the person who wants to present the opportunity, just keep doing what you're doing, because your energy right now is so fucking magnetic that you're attracting opportunities. Again, you have to take the opportunity only if it's in your, I don't want to say in your best interest, if you feel like it's right for you, right? Don't just take things because they are being handed to you. Again, this is the lesson you just learned, and you're going to keep being tested to see if this lesson stuck, okay? So understand that although this might be a good opportunity, it might just mask itself as a good opportunity, and you have to take the time to really research it and make sure that you're being offered what it is you're being offered, okay? Because if it's not right for you, don't take it, because you're being... you're being being leveled up, dude. King of Coins, hello, Osiris. Nice to see you too. Again, with the whole concept of death we were talking about, there's Osiris. Judgment, Hanged Man, King of Coins. Yeah, you, Divine Femme, are being... moved out of something. You're being moved toward something bigger. That's what this opportunity is here. But Spirit saying this is just a little tiny heads up to get you to work for it, okay? Think in your mind, whenever you have a minute, right? You don't have to do it right this second. Yeah, the World card, I didn't even see that. Think in your mind what you would shoot for if you were to shoot for the stars, right? I had to ask myself this recently because I always keep myself from reaching for opportunities because I feel like I'm not worthy of opportunity, right? That's something I've been struggling with lately. And I had to ask myself, if I were to shoot for the stars, what would I shoot for? If there was no judgment involved, if there were no blocks, if money was not an issue, if none of these things in my brain that I think are issues, if none of them were issues, right? If all the lights were green and everything was taken care of and there was no worries and everything was beautiful and perfect and right with the world, what would I shoot for? And that's what Spirit is saying right here. If you have not already, you have to ask that question to yourself in this energy. It's very pertinent this week. It's very important to do that this week because the energy is ripe for this type of manifestation. So if you have not taken advantage of this 8-8 portal energy yet, it is going to dissipate by the end of this week going into the beginning of next week. So you really need to take this energy by the balls and tell the universe what it is you want. Shoot for the fucking stars, because even if you miss, you'll right? You're still going to have shot for it. You're still going to have grown in the process. You're still going to have learned things about yourself, and you might have even opened up more opportunities for yourself in doing so. There's that saying, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. That's what's been driving my ass lately, because it's like, I think I'm not worthy of these things that I want, but at the same time, I have to understand that, like, billionaires weren't just handed this shit. Some of them were, okay, but like the worked for billionaires, the people who created their billions, right? They had to get there, and they had to push themselves in this fashion. They had to ask themselves, what do I want in my heart of hearts? Something I think I can never fucking have, something I think I can't ever achieve. Shoot for it. It doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. And I don't mean be a millionaire, because that's dumb, okay? Because $1 million is just $1 million, and you only hang on to it for a short time, and then you give it to somebody else, to be completely honest. Don't shoot for quantities of money. Shoot for goals. Shoot for positions. Shoot for actual things that are going to propel you forward in your future, okay? Start fucking making big moves, because it's time. Here's this octopus, excuse me, on this tree. I just remembered this lady with this beautiful octopus tattoo that was just wrapped around her leg. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. But anyways, octopus is damn smart, right? Octopuses are damn fucking smart. And a lot of people just think they're freaky, right? They're freaky looking, they're gross, right? People who don't understand octopuses. And I did make a little tickety talk video about that the other day, where I was saying a lot of people think that June bugs are really pretty, at least California June bugs, because they have those really pretty iridescent green wings. Their exoskeleton, right, their shell is like a really pretty iridescent green color. But everyone who lives in California knows June bugs are dumb as fuck. They run into everything because they're blind, right? And they're just these big dumb things that just, you know, they all move together in sync with their little colony, but then when they're by themselves, they just clunk, clunk, clunk. They have no sense of direction. And comparatively, a dragonfly, you can see one dragonfly in a sea of June bugs, and you're not going to look at the June bugs, you're going to look at the dragonfly, right? But when you put a pretty little June bug next to a dragonfly looks kind of fucking gross, right? They're not very pretty, but everybody's like, oh my god, how majestic a dragonfly, right? I made that comment. And that's what's going on here, is Spirit saying, I love you sometimes, Spirit, you're funny as fuck. Spirit's literally saying, fuck those people. Okay, fuck those people. Straight up, don't matter what they think of you. It don't matter what they think of you, because they are beneath you now. Because as the Empress, you had to put yourself on the pedestal to understand that you are the Empress, to appreciate your worth, to get the other people around you to start to see that worth. And again, if you don't have haters, you're not doing anything right, okay? So fuck them people, because octopuses are so goddamn smart, dude. They're like little earthbound aliens, and they're so amazing and so majestic. Like, they're the most incredible sea creature, honestly. They're so fucking smart. But some people don't like them, right? Because they're gross. They're gross. They look funny. They're slimy. They have funny heads, right? Squidward. There's always going to be those people who have something to say, right? I have somebody like that in my life. Like, no matter how many times I show them my true colors, right? I'm nice to them when they're mean to me. I give them things, like I gift them things because they ask for it, right? And they think I'm not going to give it to them, because that's how people are in their life, right? I show them kindness when nobody's looking, for them to understand that kindness exists in the world. But still, inversely, in front of everybody else, they're still making fun of me. They do this on a regular basis, every fucking day of my life. And the reason why I don't lash back at this person is because this person doesn't know themselves. They're not secure within themselves. And I know this about them just by being in their energy every fucking day. And I know that they're not comfortable within themselves. They're not comfortable in a crowd, right? And so they stoop to what everybody else is doing, and when everybody else is talking shit, that's what they do. And I'm the lowest common denominator. I'm the easiest person to pick on at work because I'm so out there, right? I have so many things for you to pick apart. I look funny, right? I've got big ear holes. I wear a lot of jewelry, right? I'm loud. I have a lot of things to make fun of. I wear glasses, right? Everything this person can pick at me for every day, they do. And it's just dumb. And that's exactly what Spirit is telling me right now. They're just dumb. They're just like June bugs. They're just dumb. So stop trying to impress these fucking people, okay? Do what you need to do for you, because these people are just fucking dumb. I'm gonna put these back because these were already out together, but there's the Six of Cups at the bottom, an absolutely beautiful card. It looks like Aphrodite. Honestly, that might be Aphrodite because there's little Greek pillars there. That's absolutely beautiful. Venus, I guess. Wow. Venus is in retrograde right now, isn't it? Damn, Spirit, go off. Honestly, you guys, I have no idea how long I have been reading. I'm so sorry if this is over an hour already. I do feel like the energy is starting to come to a little bit of a close, but I just want to see, is there anything else here for my Divine Femmes? Yeah, we're going to start to get the same cards again, which means we're closing in on as much as they're going to let me know here. Which means I'm going to have to pull out another deck for some closing energies, okay? Yeah, she's done. Okay. Thank you. Page, yeah, she's closed up. I love this deck so much. Okay, thank you. This is also her first reading, and that was absolutely beautiful. I guess I should say his first reading. There's a green man on the back, but to be honest, there's so many women in this deck, and I get all women when I read with it, so I just inherently call her a her, but you know. Oof. Bridging energies, please, Spirit. Page of Swords, Two of Cups, beautiful. We're gonna get some bridging energies here, although I don't think there's much bridging energy that hasn't already been revealed here. Okay. She said, let me be the judge of that. Bridging energies, please, Spirit, between the Mask and Femme and the Twin Flame connection. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, Studying. Where is this Page of Pentacles? Okay, I get what you're saying. Lemniscate again. The Sun. There we go. I get what you're saying. Thank you. So, Divine Femme, in taking the time to study yourself and taking the time to understand why you run, why you turn things away, why you're turning things down, why you feel so defeated, and taking the time to really introspectively look at yourself, the good things and the bad things about yourself, inside and out, by taking the time to do this and start to reflect outwardly the lessons that you've taken here from this time. Like I said, you're being upgraded. If you haven't already noticed, you will. Trust me, the last couple of months of the year are gonna kick your ass, but it's important to just hold on tight. Okay, hold on tight, because you're being upgraded really big here. You're being opened up, quite frankly, to the knowledge of the universe. That's the only thing they're going to allow me to say there. Usually the High Priestess is holding a book and this one is holding a mirror. This feels like you're opening dimensions for yourself. You're being able to shift, for lack of a better term. You're being allowed to shift. You're being granted the ability to... Oh, is that me? What the fuck was that noise? That was terrifying. I don't know that you guys heard that. That was fucking terrifying. It sounded like... Okay. That almost made me throw up. Seeing spirits and hearing spirits is one thing, but hearing physical manifestations of things is a different thing. Okay, so anyways, mirror, the reason that I'm saying this about the mirror is because to me mirrors are portals, right? But if you think about the mirror dimension, if you guys have watched Doctor Strange, okay, I'm a fucking nerd, but if you guys have watched Doctor Strange, the whole mirror dimension thing, there's a lot to Doctor Strange, okay, to be honest. If you haven't seen any of those Doctor Strange movies, you're gonna find a lot of substance in there. Whenever I watch those Marvel movies, I find so much substance. I feel like normal people are watching those movies because like, oh, it's their favorite superhero, but when you really strip down what they're talking about in those movies, they're giving you guys a lot of big information in there. But anyways, like I was saying, by taking the time to do this introspection, to do this work within yourself, by turning away these things that no longer serve you, by starting to turn away all of these offers, and I mean specifically love offers, by turning away these love offers, because you are reflecting an Empress energy, you are attracting a lot of fucking people. You are attracting a lot of fucking people. You are being watched like a hawk. And you know it, okay? And that's why you're glowing up, because the more people that watch, like, the better my hair gets, right? Just hold my fucking drink. Here we go. And in turning away these offers, right? Like I said, the Divine Femme used to take scraps. You used to take whatever came your way, and you were like, let me try to make fucking a diamond out of this coal, right? But now you're starting to understand that you don't have to take the scraps. Just because people are coming to you and asking you out doesn't mean you gotta give them the time of day, right? Because you are just reflecting in such beautiful Empress energy that you are literally this beautiful illuminating lamp for all the moths in the land. So just remember, you're gonna bring a lot of moths to you, you're gonna bring a lot of fucking mosquitoes to you, you're gonna bring a lot of gnats to you. It does not mean jack shit. You don't need to take any of those offers because there's a lot of them. But what you understand here is that by knowing your worth, by giving to yourself, by loving yourself, by learning, right? By continuing to stay on this learning and healing journey, you are being offered the real one, the real cup, the real knight that's finally understanding that it's time to move in here. It's time to make a move, right? They're gonna get that fire under their butt, which of course in this instance is your twin. Again, this is still up to you if you want to take the cup, because you are the Empress. You are allowed entirely to turn away the fucking cup. Oh my god, that's the 5 of Cups, you guys, and I've been reading this as the 4 of Cups. Again, another fucking slip, but an important one, because there's still this sadness, this rejection, sadness is what I'm getting. Now that I see this as a 5, holy shit, that's amazing. You're starting to, everything I said, yes, understanding that you turn away all of this shit, right? If it's not serving you, you don't need it. But again, we're putting an end to the grief and the sadness and the fucking depression because it doesn't serve us going forward, right? Page of Pentacles, we're studying the things that no longer serve us, and we're studying the things that we want to make work for us. And that's why you're earning this cup. But again, I love that the Knight of Cups in this deck is a woman, because this is literally also inversely you offering yourself the cup of love. You're starting to, you know, treat yourself the way you want someone to treat you. You understand that you can't expect somebody to love all your flaws if you don't. You understand that you can't expect somebody to really love you inside and out if you don't. You have to be the example, right? You have to show them how to love you, because no one knows how to love you if you don't know how you need to be loved, if you don't know how to love yourself, if you don't know how you accept love, right? So you need to give love to yourself to understand how you accept love. And 6 of Swords here, it's the fucking triumph, dude. It's the triumph. That Lemniscate is haunting me right now. I cannot get away from it. I even have a friend that has a little fucking lemniscate tattoo, and we were just talking about it right before I started getting ready for this reading. You're being open to infinity. It sounds stupid, but genuinely, like I said, I like to think of infinity as an entity because, again, I watch a lot of Marvel shit, and Loki speaks to, what was it, eternity, right? Eternity, infinity, whoever the fuck it was at the end. And that's what this is. You're being open to this opportunity because you're you're glowing up, babe. Son. You're glowing up. You're being given gifts. Yeah. I gotta stop because I'm just gonna keep pulling cards, and I feel like this is a good place to stop. Queen of Pentacles, look at that. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's got the baby, she's doing it all. Yes, the fuck I do. Yes, the fuck I do, right? She got it all. I know this was supposed to be bridging energies, and I'm still running on the Divine Femme. This is so hard not to. Oh. And then my music stopped. What time is it? Oh, 222. Oh, ooh, chills. Oh, gross. Almost threw up. Oh, hi, spirit. Hi. Holy shit balls. 8, yep. 8, okay. I don't know what to do with that. I just gotta keep going. Okay, you're right. Thank you. Like I said, I gotta be done with this because I'm just gonna keep going, and I feel like it's been an hour. It feels like a good hour. Final messages to close up the reading, please, Spirit. Okay. Unveil your truth. A sign of success, especially with that 6 of Wands. And put up strong boundaries. Yes, put up strong boundaries. Like I was saying, you don't have to take whatever the fuck comes to you anymore. You have leveled up through that, and you don't have to put up with anybody's shit. If somebody's pushing a boundary, you will tell them. I don't even need to tell you to tell them, because you will tell them. This is just something that you've been granted in your little glow up, in your little level up that Spirit's giving you right now. You are creating new boundaries for yourself because you are a new version of yourself. So just be, wow, I totally just saw a fucking orb. Wow, this is intense, bro. Okay, keep going. You are being leveled up. You are being granted more. So like I said, you have to create new boundaries for this new version of yourself. So don't let people take from your energy like you used to, because your energy is precious now, okay? By all means, yes. What does that mean? A sign of success. Unveil your truth. Visualize your desire. Yeah, like I said, right now, use this energy, please. That's all I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. That's why I've been doing so many readings, just to try to ask Spirit how to utilize this energy in the best way possible, to help myself propel forward in the way that I need to, right? In the way that I've been trying to, because I've literally been asking Spirit for years to help me, and I didn't realize that instead of saying help me, I should have said show me how. Okay, that's very important right now, and so that's what you need to do, is start to reword your manifestations, your affirmations, the way that you speak with Spirit, the way that you speak with yourself, the way that you speak with others. You need to really pay attention to your words because they have a lot of weight right now. It's an enigma. Honestly, I feel like I could leave it there. Ask an ally. Loosen your grip. I said this in the last one. Ask an ally, loosen your grip. Really, realign and call it in as well. Sorry, I know you guys can't see those. Loosen your grip, ask an ally, realign, and call it in. These are all just confirmation of things that I've said in this reading. But I think that the best one here that we can end on is it's an enigma, because this connection, oh, fuck, dude. Okay, sorry. I get too many words all at the same time and I don't know how to spit them out. Be my tongue, Spirit, please. This connection is an enigma because it is not only mirroring who you are within yourself as a whole person, it is mirroring how you connect with the world, how you connect with yourself, how you connect with spirit. That's why this twin flame connection is so important, and that's what you don't understand, is that it's not just a relationship, it's not just a human connection anymore. This is something so much bigger, and since the Divine Femme has been doing the work that she has been doing and catapulting this fucking energy for this connection, now the Divine Mask is starting to step into that energy as well and starting to understand that he's about to get kicked into high gear as well. I say he, but again, no genders. The Divine Mask is about to get catapulted into the same energy that the Divine Femme was just in. So Divine Masks, if you guys are still watching, please understand that you're about to get your ass kicked into high gear, which means you better work, bitch. You better learn to stop fucking crying. If you're sick, you need to take care of yourself. Don't go whining to your fucking mommy to help you out and make you some fucking soup because you don't know how. You need to understand that it's time to pull up your big boy pants and do what the Divine Femme did. Okay, because the Divine Femme did. Do you remember that last card, the Queen of Pentacles, where she was cooking, cleaning, and holding the baby all on the same card? She really did that. And now it's your turn. You need to do everything she just did for herself, for you, okay? Because now she's chasing another dream. And if you don't keep up with her, you're going to get left behind. And what you need to understand is that she's already mastered what this is that you're about to go through. So lean on her, okay? Lean on her, please, because you guys are here for each other in this connection, and it's so important. Even if you guys don't want to be together romantically, you need to learn to work together to coexist, because no one else in the fucking world is going to understand the connection that you guys have with each other, the connection that you guys have with spirit, okay? So you really need to lean on each other right now. Divine Femme, if you need a friend, tell your fucking twin straight up, I need a friend right now. Please don't think about me sexually. Don't think about me romantically. We can think about that later. Right now, I need a friend. I really need someone to lean on. I'm really struggling. I'm really doing so much and I'm doing so great. But at the same time, I'm also really fucking struggling with it because no one understands, okay? So you guys really need to lean on each other right now and understand that this connection is unlike any connection you have with any other person. And I literally said this to myself today. I can't even talk about this kind of stuff with people around me because they will literally look at me like I'm a psycho. Not because they think that, again, it doesn't matter what they think, but because they don't have a connection like this with anybody else, so they don't understand what I'm saying. They can't wrap their head around it. So the connection that I have with spirit is unlike anything that anybody around me has with anybody else, except for the people in my tribe who also have the same type of connection. So again, lean on each other, and you guys need to find your people right now. It's so fucking important, because going forward, you cannot take these regular humans with you anymore. You can't keep leaning on these regular humans anymore. They don't serve you, and you're gonna find that out very fast. These people that you're surrounded by every day, they're just fucking NPCs. I have to say that to myself all the time, and it's like, yeah, they might have a role in the game right now, but they won't later, right? When you get to another level, they won't be there anymore. They're there for that level and then they're not anymore. So you need to understand that you can't take these humans with you. As much as you might like them, as much as you might be attached to them, they're not going to go with you in this next leg of your journey, but your twin will, and your tribe will, and spirit will. So you need to focus on the things that matter right now and stop trying to understand this connection, okay? Both of you, stop trying to understand this connection, because you're not going to. Okay, let me get a drink. Okay, sorry about that. I just had like crazy burps, bro. Like, them burp confirmations are no joke. When they come, they just hit, bro. Okay. Any final messages, Spirit? I know I'm beating a dead horse, but anything else for the people that are still here? It's okay if not. Attune to your needs. Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth that I was never going to say. Attune to your needs. Both of you. Divine Femme, Divine Mask. Do you have a skincare regimen? Do you have a hair care regimen? Do you take care of yourself on a regular basis? Do you eat the food that you want to eat for pleasure, not for necessity? Do you feed your body in the right way? Do you stretch? Do you dance? Do you do these things that you need to do? You need to listen to your body, because your body is the chariot right now that's driving the spirit, right? Although a car is just a car, it still needs to be tuned up every once in a while. You still got to give it gas. You still got to clean it, right? You still got to take care of it so that it'll last for you. So again, attune to your needs. It's very important, because as you are ascending in this spiritual connection, not only your twin flame connection, but your connection with spirit, your connection to yourself, as you are ascending right now and being awakened to this higher level that you are, it's very important to take care of your body at the same time, because it's way too easy to lose your grounding and your footing when you are ascending, because the way that this connection to spirit will just grab your hand and fucking run at high speed like a cheetah, right? You have to take breaks. It's very important. This is no longer an option, okay? Self-care is no longer an option at this point, because it's pertinent. You have to keep your body aligned to the vibration that you are at. Again, because you've leveled up to this point, you are no longer able to eat garbage the way that other people do, okay? Drinking soda, eating fucking candy all the time. I can't even tell you guys how much candy I've just cut out of my life, and candy used to be literally the only thing that kept me going all the time. And cutting things out of your life, addictions, things that you might lean on, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, drinking, right? Things that you do just because it's what you used to do. You're going to start to feel in this August energy right now, in this week, you're going to start to feel like those need to go. And it's okay to listen to your body. You don't have to do it for anybody else. You don't have to do it because people are judging you. You don't have to do it because of something that somebody said. You don't have to do it for any of that. You don't even have to tell anybody that you're doing it, right? Just do it because you know that your body needs it. While you are ascending and you're staying in this higher vibration, because you will stay in this higher vibration now at the level that you're at. It's like not even really possible to drop back down to where you were. Like, yes, you're still going to experience little moments here and there of lower vibration, but you're not going to slip back into that full low vibration that you were in. It's just like impossible now. So you need to keep your body healthy. It's very important. I dance a lot because I don't have the time to stretch anymore. I can't go swim like I want to, right? So it's very important to listen to your body, what your body needs. If your body needs water, give your body water. If you can't go swim, take a bath, right? Drink lots of water. If you feel like you need to go hiking, if you feel like you can't go hiking but you really fucking need to, go outside and touch a tree. Okay, I do it all the time. I don't give a fuck what these NPCs think about me while I'm doing it. I touch a tree, I'll sit under a tree, I'll give the tree some water, right? Sit there and eat under a tree because nobody else does it, right? There was literally a joke the other day, like, God forbid they go outside and touch a tree, right? Because think about what we used to do back in the day before all this technology, right? We used to just sit outside. We used to just sit outside and just be with nature. And we're getting so far from that and we forget all about it because of all the things we're doing. So please listen to your body, listen to your spirit, whatever you need, give it what it needs. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't think that you're doing it because somebody put it in your head. Don't think that you're doing it because somebody fucking said something. Somebody made a fucking sideways comment. Somebody's fucking judging you. That's not why you're doing it anymore. Because you've raised yourself to such a vibration that you're doing it out of necessity for your health. Okay? I want to make that very clear. It's very important. Things like working out now, you're not working out for impressing people like you might have when you were younger. You're working out for the health of your body, right? To keep up with your mental, for things like that. Whatever it is your body needs, just do it. If you need to paint, just fucking do it. Don't even think about it. If you need to write, just do it. If you need to go one day without sleeping just to explore your brain, just to meditate, just to get some things done, do it. I can't tell you guys how much fucking cleaning I've done in the past week, just because I feel like it doesn't align with me right now to have dirty spaces. I feel like spirit can't be in a dirty space, right? And that's something new to me. I've never experienced that before. I'm doing so much cleaning and so much like getting rid of things and so much dancing and singing just because it's what my body needs and it's what my spirit needs. I'm not thinking about it. I don't care what anybody else thinks about me doing it. I don't care if people think I'm fucking weird for dancing and singing at work or whatever, because my body needs it, my spirit needs it. Okay, so this is a great message to end on. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Tune to your needs is a very important message that I think we don't hear enough, because people will literally just say self-care and then end it there. And that's not at all what that message is. And it's so much bigger and it's so much more fleshed out. And I just want to say, for those of you guys who are still here, that you made it all the way through this reading, thank you so much, because this is such an important message. And I just feel so bad that 5 people watch my readings, because this stuff is big. This is such important messages. But again, although this has a timestamp on it, right? I'm saying the week of August 13th in 2023. Although I put that time on this reading, whenever you find this reading, it is timeless and it is going to resonate for you in whatever way it's meant to resonate for you when you find it, okay? So for those of you guys who were watching this reading and you're like, a lot of this didn't resonate for me, but I really like what you said, or like parts of this resonate with me, but I don't feel like this is my full reading yet, and you come back to this a year later and you're like, damn, that's where I'm at. You have to understand that readings change over the course of time, okay? So this reading will resonate for you the way that it's supposed to resonate for you, when it is supposed to resonate for you. Again, remember, everything in divine timing, okay? So I don't want you guys to feel discouraged if you're not on this path right now, if this isn't reflecting in your energy right this second on August fucking 13th, 2023. It's okay. I promise, because we're all running on different timelines, and you will find this reading when you are supposed to find this reading. But again, for those of you guys who made it to the end of this reading, thank you so very much. I'm so grateful. I cannot tell you enough how much it means to me that you guys watch these big full readings all the way through. If you did make it to the end, please give me a big old thumbs up, because that helps out my channel so very much, and it does help with me being able to make more videos like this, because this is what I want to do, to be honest. This is what I'm more passionate about. I really don't want to be doing deck reviews for the rest of my time on YouTube. This is what I want to be doing. This is what I've always wanted to do with my channel, and I just had to get the numbers to get there, okay? So for those of you guys who do vibe with this content, I really appreciate it so much. I love doing readings, and I'm going to do it whether anybody watches them or not, to be honest. So again, if this resonated for you, feel free to let me know down in the comments. If it didn't, that's okay. Feel free to let me know in the comments. If you just want to say hi, if you want to say also, that's a really pretty amethyst. I know it is. She's so gorgeous. Again, this is one of those things that I got for myself, because I always felt like I could never have something so beautiful, because I didn't have a beautiful space to put it in, right? Limiting beliefs. You got to break them, because no one else is going to break them for you. So again, I just want to say, I did say this earlier, I think birds are going to be significant for some of you guys. This is my little alebrije, and I decided to bring him on the table with me today to sit with me, because I do have a connection with an actual hummingbird in real life, and it's been very sweet, and it has made me feel a lot more connected to spirit and my ancestors lately. So yeah, nurture those connections, okay? You guys, feed your spirits, please. If you are on the, the witchy journey like I am. If you're not on the witchy journey, you're just in a twin flame connection, that's fine. Don't feed your spirits, but please talk to your ancestors. For the love of everything, please talk to your ancestors. And that's all I got for you guys today, my friends. This was a big reading. This was a lot, and I'm sure this was longer than an hour. Watching it back, I'm probably going to be really overwhelmed. It's probably going to take me a couple of days to get this reading out, to be honest, but I will try to get it out. If not Monday, probably Tuesday. hopefully not Thursday, right? Hopefully that's, you know, way too late. I'm going to try to work on this for the next day or two because this is important and this really needs to get out. So, I think I said bye to you guys already, but I'm really bad at outros. So, you know, if you guys don't already know, check the description for my link tree, all my links. You know, if you want to go shop my little Etsy shop, I will be opening up a website hopefully at the end of August. A lot of fun stuff is coming, a lot of big things, so definitely follow my socials. Follow me on TikTok if you're not already. I'm more of a real person on TikTok. I do post there daily, followed by my Instagram, Facebook. I do have a Facebook group. I do not do anything on Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter. It's just there so that I could have the stamp, right? I just wanted to have the name. I didn't want anybody else to take my name. So that's what I got for you guys. Beautiful humans, beautiful, amazing spirits. You guys are so awesome, and I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate you being here with me, and what a really amazing time to be alive, right? I really hope that wherever you guys are when this video reaches you, you have a beautiful, wonderful day, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Blessed be.